Hello guys and welcome back to another live stream. My name is Mike, aka Decimal Punked, and this is Blender 4.4.3. So I've decided to teach myself Blender. I paid for a load of modules, lectures, in a humble bundle deal last year, and my series on Blender has been following the modules, and I'm learning a hell of a lot. And at the moment we've been doing a modular dungeon, so I'll show you where we're up to. So last stream we created a pillar and we used the mirror modifier. So basically the bottom half of the pillar was mirrored to the top, and then when you oh, sorry, I just heard something. When sorry, that freaked me out. Yeah, basically when you mirror half of it, the other half is exactly identical, so any changes made to the bottom model appear at the top. And then when we had done that, we then applied the modifier, so we were then able to adjust the vertices and add all these different notches, and we have three slightly different variants on the column, as you can see. Not massively, but they're just different. And then we made this crate, which I'm really happy with, and the barrel as well. So that was a lot of fun. So this episode or stream is going to be covering the walls. I can do about a 2-hour stream. So the next few parts on the lecture is making the walls, mirroring the walls, completing the walls, and then there's one about creating the door surround, cutting the door opening, shading the walls. Lots and lots of little things going on here. So we'll see how much we can get done. So I, as always with the tutorials, I watch them on my second monitor, and then when I'm at a point when I need to do something in Engine, that's when I do something. So let's jump into making the walls. I'm assuming this is going to be a plane or a flat cube, maybe. Okay, that's interesting. So there's two methods to creating a wall. One is to create the kind of blocks and then duplicate them over and over. But that's got 1,108 tries, whereas the flat plane, using a flat plane and extruding the surface, is about 300, but he was saying that there's a number of n-gons in that, so they would need to be triangulated, so that would bring up the tries a little bit, but it probably won't be anywhere near as close to the other method with individual blocks. So in essence, the flat plane is lower tries, maybe better for performance. Layout mode, okay. Let's go to layout mode. I'll hide the barrel and the crate, okay. GX -4, so move on the x-axis -4. Okay, so basically these two columns are going to be our they're going to be our kind of point, if you like. Oh, is it one? There we go. So basically, the wall is going to be going between these two columns here. That's why we just shifted, I think that was column B. So we can kind of see the space we're going to be working with to create the wall. Ah, H to hide. Didn't know about that one. So if we do H, okay, that's cool. Welcome to the stream. So we're going to be making a plane. Shift A, mesh and a plane. And I think it's going to make this 3 meters. Oh, 4 meters. Okay. Alright, let's go put 90 degrees on the X. RX90. Okay, so alright, so that's no, whoa, what's going on? Right, so RX90. Okay. Why are we doing it so big? It's bigger than the column. Why did the lecturer say to make it 4 meters? Surely he meant 3, because each of these squares is 10 centimeters. One of the large squares is a meter. So surely it would have been 3, because that's the height of the column. GX2. G to grab on the Z. GZ. Hold on a minute. GX2. If I turn on the snapping, and then GZ. There we go. Why has he made it 4 meters and not the same height? I'm confused. Ah, right, he's making it 4 by 3. Okay. So edge Oh, edge mode. GZ -1. 4/3. Oh, hold on. What did it say? Okay. Quite excited for this. Control R. Free loop cuts. Oh no. No. Hold on, it's going too fast. Control R. 3 cuts. Okay. Okay. Top and the bottom. E to extrude. Ah, no, I've got snapping on. Right, hold on a minute, hold on a minute. Right, so we got the interface mode. Hold on, interface mode? What is he on about? Loop cut. Oh, into face mode. He said it so fast, it sounded like interface mode. Okay, he wants me to make loop cuts. So if I do, I think it was 1. There we go. So we're going to be doing another cut, but it's going to be at the top there, and then face selection, ribbon cut, and then we'll do that one there, and then we'll go to the side, and then we will go to face mode, select those, and then extrude. So creating a little kind of protruding bit there. Okay. And then he was saying about here, where we have this face, where the walls are going to connect, you're not really going to see it. So I think what he's trying to do there is save on the tries, because I think the way engines work, I might be wrong on this, but if there's a square, it has to make it into a triangle, so it kind of cuts it into a triangle. So although that's got one face, that's essentially going to be 2 triangles. So these 2 parts here and here would be 4 tries, I think. Whereas if we somehow merged that and made it 1 face, then that would be 2 tries. So we're halving the try count there. So let's see if I'm correct. Delete faces. Okay. Faces. Right, that's going to be interesting. Okay, so at the moment, this plane is 68 tries, right? So if I just, hold on. If I just do that, there we go. Right, so if we go into edit mode, wireframe. Right, we've selected those faces. So at the moment, we're 68 tries. So if I delete those faces, it's going to be interesting to see how much the try count drops by. So 68 tries at the moment. 68 tries. Look at that. 68 tries, getting rid of those faces. Jesus Christ! That's almost half the try count. Because the thing is, unless you're in a game where you're actually going to see the other side of the wall, like whereas you need to actually see the other side, there's kind of like, well, if the player doesn't see it, doesn't ever see it, they don't need to see it, so the detail doesn't need to be there. So, and these are going to be connected to our columns. So, that's crazy. That is crazy, dude. Wow. Half the try count. Insane. Insane, bro. Front view. Oh. Ah, perspective view. Oh, what was perspective view? Where did I put the note for that? Perspective view. Oh, it's 5. Okay, hold on. 1 front. Interesting. So if we press 5, we've got perspective view. Is that the minute? Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. Right, so basically, he's talking about using the knife tool in this mode. It's selecting it's selecting the extruded edge. So perspective mode. So I think he's using, okay. Okay, we've got to do some knife cuts. Okay, right, so knife tool was K. So we're in edit mode, so press K. Okay. Left click and then How many cuts has he done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on. Two. Three. Hold on, why did that not link? What happened there? That was a little bit dodgy. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we need to do the same at the bottom, so... Dude, why did that not do it? Ah! What the fudge is going on there? Got to be careful of that other edge. Can you see that little green line? I have to be careful of that. Okay, we've done our cuts. And I think you press enter. There we go. Face mode. Inset. Okay. Okay, so we're in edit mode, so inset is faces, insert individual faces, I, then I. Okay. I've made so many notes on this. Okay. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Okay. Alright, so we've got to select these faces and then I, and then I again. So if I pressed I, we're in setting like the whole thing, whereas if you do I. And if you go too far, you get this weird thing happening, so... go for that. And then we can change the depth to make these kind of come out. Look at that. Oh, dude! Yes! Show me the pillars, the blocks. Nice. stonework, a bit of masonry going on here, guys. That is cool. Do I want that to be thicker? Nice. And then enter. Or just click off. Look at that, guys. So we've kind of, well, put in stonework just by insetting the individual faces and then increasing the depth has kind of raised them. It's almost like embossing in Photoshop on the filter. Oh! Oh, he's challenged me. Okay, so the last video was obviously so the last video we did the columns, barrel, and the crate, and now we're going to be doing, obviously we did loads of notches on those, so I've got to do the same to this. He hasn't said about the stonework as in the top and the bottom. I think he's on about just the stones that we just made. So using the bevel, hold on a minute, 1 second. Distortion, wobble, got the notches and bevels. Okay. Okay, here we go, guys. Right, so it's literally been a day. Hold on. So vertices. Right, I've got to add some notches. So how have I? Hold on, it was. Right, let me. Right. Control B. V. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so hold on, why is that one? What's going on with that one? Select the face. That's done a nice little chip on the side there. Hold on. If I get the G. Oh, GG. Let's do GG. G and then G. No, that wasn't it. Okay, so if I select that point, And then why have I gone why have I gone blank? There's a triangle there. Oh yeah, we used the knife cut and the bisect yesterday. Okay, let's try doing a knife cut then. So we go there. And if I go there, enter. Right, so now I should be able to G. No. What axis am I on? Oh, I need the Y. There we go. Is that a dent? Oh, I need to tell it. That looks a little bit strange. What's going on there? Has that done it? That's a bit weird. What is going on there? It's kind of... What? I think I need to join. What have I done? I'll tell you what. Let's go... G, Z. I don't quite know what I've done there. Oh, I know. I know. I know. Right, so now if I do Control B, V, I think it's because it's a flat face, you know. I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do... I'm just going to do a dent there. And then to do... That's alright, let's do the knife tool. I'm going to try something here. Enter. Right, and then... Well, is this going to look odd? If I select that edge... What have I done? I feel like I'm struggling a bit here. I know with that one, it was... With this one, we beveled, we did the cut. Okay, I'm going to undo that. Okay, we've got one bevel, so the corners are easy to do. Okay. So we have that edge there. I want to have a crack going kind of like down a little bit, but I feel like I've just got a funny feeling that when I press play on the video, he's going to show me a completely different method. Like, I know we've got the bisect tool. I don't want to cut the entire thing across. I know the edges are easy enough to do. Like, we just do Control B and then do the vertex. And then we can do that. Oh, has that made an N-gon? Hold on a minute. That has as well. There's... I need to Google what an N-gon is. But you can see there, that's not... that's... It's... Oh, I need to look up what an N-gon is. Right, so basically we need to join... We need to tell the system. So if we click here, you can see there are three faces, but you can't make one. You can't make two triangles out of that. Like you're gonna. I mean, it's a. Let me just go into that mode. You can see it's very strange. What? Was that lightning? Right, okay, sorry, I'm getting distracted here. Right, we need to join. Holy shit, I need to save my project if there's a power cut. Right, J is to join. There we go. There we go. How does that look? If we go to... Nice! Look at that. That's a nice bit of damage. Now if I wanted to have... I think I'm going to go for a crack on this one, but I don't want to overdo it. I'm just trying to think how you do that. Bevel. Or would you be able to insert? Right, I'm going to try something. I don't know if this is going to work. This might look terrible. This could look terrible, guys. Right, so we've done a knife cut. Right, so I know we're going to have to do some joining here. That's going to increase the tries. But I just wanted to try a rip in a crack. So I think what I need to do here is join these. Hold on, is that a triangle? It looks like a triangle. And then that's a triangle there. And then this one is going to have to be a triangle. And then you can see here, that is a weird arse shape. We're going to have to join that. And we're going to have to join that because it's not going to... What are we? Now, why has that not increased the try count? Why has that not increased the try count? I've just added joins. I've joined the vertices. Why is that? I'm going to test something here. So 244. Where was my crack? It's kind of gone a little bit weird. That doesn't look like a triangle to me. I'll tell you what. I'm going to do that. Control B. Can I not just go G, Y, X? What the fudge have I done there? Oh, it does need to be on the Y-axis. What? G, Y. There we go. Right, so GY. Oh, dude, I said GY. What's going on? GY. Okay. And then if I then select the edge, okay. And then with this one, I guess you'd probably want to do vertex, get that, GX, and then move that maybe across there. And then you would select that edge. I'm just going to save it. I'm really worried there's going to be a power cut. So it's going to be GY, and we're going to... Hold on, it's a bit tricky to see from that angle. GY. No, that's not really... Let's try that one. GY. I'm going to do the face. Oh, that's annoying. Let's try with the... To be fair, let's move in the whole sodding thing. Okay. Let's come out of that and see. That try looks really, really strange. What's going on there? You see that triangle? That is really, really strange. 474747. Right, I'm gonna copy this. I can see what the problem is here. 47. Dude. If I go out of there, you can see that triangle. You can see it right there. Oh, hey Aaron, welcome to the stream. What am I making? I'm doing dungeon walls, dude. I've been challenged with adding the dents to the brickwork, so yeah, we're just making the dungeon walls. I've kind of messed this one up though. It looks really strange, so I'm going to actually undo what I did, because that's just, I think I've muffed it up. I was trying to do like oh shit, I can't. Can I delete those verts? Ah! Oh dear. Oh shit, that's not good. Any suggestions on how to basically get back to one of those? I don't want to... bollocks. What's a quick fix to that? I basically want to make this back to normal. Oh, do we need to do a join there? That's what's it called? No. Oh, what's it called? It begins with N. Non-orgonal. I can't remember the bloody word for it. How am I going to fix this? Join. It's not going to be join, is it? Alt F to fill in the face. Hold on. Alt F to fill in the face. And then select the edges. Limit dissolve. I've not been shown that in these modules yet, dude. Alt F to fill the face. So no face is filled. It's saying no face is filled. Fill in the face. Is it not something like merge? Can I not just merge these or merge faces? Select the edges to fill in the empty face. What, all of the edges? Oh, dude, have I fucked up my brick? I mean, if I go to object mode, I like that dent I've got there, dude. The problem is this try. Can you see that? Can you see, as I move, can you see this triangle right here? You can see it, right? It's this face here. I'm just wondering if I did something like... if I selected the edge of that and then just did maybe control bevel. Oh my god. Press X and then limit dissolve on that face. What does that do? Dissolve edges, merging faces. I'm a bit worried. Did that do it? Do you have to select multiple? X. Limit to dissolve. Dude, I have no idea what I've... Dude, I don't know what that... Not dissolve face, limit dissolve. This one here. I just collapsed the face there. Actually, I don't mind that. What is that? What is that little thing there? What is going on down there? You saw that? Why is there a tiny black... Can you see that? Can you see that? It's like an... Right here. What is this? That is the tiniest... What? Does it say how many edges are selected? Edge 1, 2. So if I do... Oh, it tells me how many edges I've got selected. Okay, so count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're hoping for 5. Yes. That was a really random edge. Get ready for that fun. I love fun, dude. I love a challenge. Right, so we have... that is not... What is going on there? Oh shit, I've messed up the bevel. No! No! Oh, thank fuck for that. It's this triangle. That's kind of done it, hasn't it? That's kind of done it. Well, the reason why I added that join was what's the word? What did I just do actually? Did I collapse edges and face? That's what I just did, didn't I? Collapse edges and face. I think that's the option I did, wasn't it? Okay. Right, what I wanted to do... Engon, that's the word, engon. That, I believe, is an engon. Because, can you see there? It's a very strange shape, and I think they're referred to as engons. So, what I'm going to do here, I'm actually going to... if I move that there, that's going to mess up the bevel. If I move this one on the X... It's that edge. GY. No, that is moving the whole bloody... No, we do not want to do that. We do not want to do that. All you can do is laugh. I was trying to do something cool like a crack, and I think I've overstepped my level of experience in Blender. Because I know if I try changing that, it's gonna make it's gonna adjust because that vert is connected to this. It's gonna. I think I'm just gonna leave that. Okay. Right, let's add some let's add a chip to this one here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into edit mode, save. I'm going to do the bisect. Bisect. Oh. Alright, so if I go for like here, no. If I just do that. Enter. No, click, left click. There we go. Right, so now I can select that vert. Okay, Aaron, thanks for tuning in, bro. Take care, man, and I'll speak to you in the next stream if you're about. I think it was GG, wasn't it? Why is it not? Why am I struggling with this? Is it because I'm doing it in the middle of... What is going on there? Well, we've added a dent to that one. I feel like this is taking me so long to do this bit. Let me just see in his one. There was a randomize option. What was the randomise? There was a randomise. What was the randomise? Where was the randomise option? Randomise. Where is the randomise button, dude? I was just driving me nuts. I didn't use it. It was in the last tutorial. And there was an option to randomise, but I cannot, for the life of me, remember where it was. Okay, I'm going to try on this brick here. I'm going to do a knife cut. And I'm going to do that. Enter. Right, so now go to the vert. And then bevel. V. Do that, and then if I then get that and do GY, I can make that kind of go in like it's kind of been smashed. And then what I need to do is join these parts, which is it's gonna give a bit of shadow. You see at the moment, it's a weird shape. So if I do a G, we're gonna get a little bit of a shadow. J, sorry. One, two, three. I think we're gonna have to join it. I think we're going to have to join that as well. Hey! Got a big old dent. Lovely. Okay. Let's do Let's do a little one down the... Whoa! What did I just do? I just pressed 1. What did 1 do? Oh my god. What did I just do? Oh, I hit the select collection. Right, okay. Right, edit mode, vert. There we go. Right, I was going to do a little bevel down here, so Control B, V. There we go. Just add a chip to that in the corner. And then and I think maybe on this one we could do and then we're going to have to join the points. So join, join, join. And what I could do is if I get that and move it on the Y, that is a nice little dent there. Okay, how are we looking? Could do one in this bottom corner here. Did it again. Tab, that one. I quite like doing the massive dents like that. I don't want to overdo it. Like, I think the odd one here and there is quite nice. Alright, okay. I'm quite happy with that, you know. Or do we need another one? Might try here, you know. If I go G and then Y. Ugh! I went too far. G, Y. Right, I think what I'm going to have to do, because I've made that go in slightly, I'm going to have to select these two and join there. was the right place to do that. Let's try these two here. And then if I get that one and that one. How's that look? That's better. That's what I wanted. And what we should be able to do is if I go GZ, I can move that down. And then I can actually also GX and maybe move it over there. There we go. Okay. How are we looking? I think I'm going to give the top on this one. I'm going to give this a thingy on all sides. So Control B, V, and we'll just do that. And then we'll do the same up there. Control B, V, like that, bigger. And then Control B, V. And then on this one, Control B, V. And then I'll go GZ, move that up. So the good thing is you can, once you've done these things, you can then move the vertex along the edge, or you can just readjust it, and you can essentially resize the notches and bevels that you're kind of doing. You know what? I think I'm quite happy with that. If I just do a rotation, I'm quite happy with that. I don't want to go too far with adding too many cuts and stuff, but I've kind of affected most of the brickwork there, apart from maybe 3, like this one here, and then these 2 edges, I think. Whereas all the other ones, you can see here. Oh no, I did do one there. That's got the tiniest little nip on the side. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, let's resume with the video. Mesh menu, transform, randomize. Oh my god. Oh my god, where was that option? Oh yeah, GG. GG. I remember. Okay. Oh my god, we're on to the next one already. Mirroring the walls. Oh my god. Oh god. Right, mirroring the walls. How am I doing on the coffee? I've got enough. Oh, nice. So we can bring back those pillars now to see how it looks. Look at that, guys. Oh, cool. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Look at that. So we can see, oh, hold on. We can see how that looks now. So this is obviously the front of it. So you can see how the two columns look with the... That's so cool. Okay, right, so we need to hide all the columns. And then we'll call this wall. And save. Modifier. Mirror. Okay. Okay, so what I need to do is mirror on the Y. Apply and then use Control A. Right, so I'll go on apply rotation. Dude. That's done it. Nice. We've mirrored it. Uh, there we go. I've made that a bit chunkier now. Okay, I think he's now going to get us to fill the... You see, underneath we have the gap, and then the top gap. He's probably going to get us to kind of merge that into one face, I'm assuming. Oh. Oh God. Right. Okay. Oh, hold on. Oh my god. That tutorial's over. Completing the walls. Gotta do this. 6 minutes 30. Please tell me we're gonna add some nice material to it. Oh, please tell me. Surely we're gonna be completing the wall. Okay, 6 minute 30 this one, guys. Okay. Right, so he wants me to duplicate my pillars. So top mode is number 7. Okay. Right, hold on. Shift G, Y, 4. Okay, so we've duplicated that one. Okay. Jesus. Okay. Right, so now we need to select all of that. Edit mode, faces. Okay. What is going on with this little stone in this one? It's so diddy. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Right, so that Z fighting we fixed because we raised the faces on the top of the column. That's where the faces were overlapping. Oh, let's save the project. Ooh, Boolean. Right, he just mentioned about Boolean join. Now, I know from the Unreal Engine, um, you could get objects and place them on top of each other and do a Boolean cut, if I remember. So if you had a plane or a cube, you could then put a sphere on top of that. You can position it on the cube, and then you do a Boolean cut, and it basically cuts the shape of the sphere into the cube. So I think that's what I might be showing here. I'm not sure. Oh, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Put that last. Control J. So we're in object mode. Control J. Join command. Join is Control J. Okay. Apply modifier. Okay. Okay, so we need to apply the mirror modifier. Hold on. So he didn't do it. He hasn't done it to these ones. I'm assuming the reason he's not applied the mirror modifier to these is because these are going to be our modular parts, and if we were to do it to this, then we're screwed, because if we wanted to make any changes to either 3 column variants or the wall itself, if we've applied the mirror and joined them, we're screwed. So I think that's why he... yeah. Okay. Alright, so we're going to click on our wall. We're going to apply. 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 And then we select that, and we select that last. Because if we if we did that and then that, it's going to have the active pivot point of the wall. So by selecting the wall first and then a column, that's the active object, so it will inherit that pivot point right there. So Control J to join. Control J. Hold on. Control J join. So now they've all got that pivot point. So that's 788 tries, that's 746, that's 776. This is really fun. Nice, okay. Oh, hold on. What one's he just come onto? So he selected the last one. Oh, local view. Local view is that one. Got it. Okay. Okay. So come out of that. New collection. Walls. There we go. So we've got the originals here. And then we have the walls themselves. Okay. What? Oh, is that it? Oh, bloody hell, that was quick. Oh, dude, I can't do another one. The next one is 11 minutes, 49 seconds. Yeah, I mean, how long have we been going for? Nearly 2 hours. So 2 hours. In 2 hours, we have. How has it taken 2 hours to do that? Okay, so we've got 3 different modular. I didn't really think about that, did I? Look, they are slightly different in size, but this one has quite a big. It's basically an identical dent to that, but larger. That's funny. So we have 3 modular walls, and essentially the different factor between all 3 is the column. So yeah, we've created this modular kind of effect here. So that is the walls done. That was only 3 videos, but that's taken me 2 hours. The next things we have are creating the door surround, door opening, and then after that it's shading the walls, creating the floor modules, creating the torch, lighting the dungeon, building the dungeon, and then wrapping it up. And then that is the modular dungeon complete. And then we've got stuff like low poly dinosaur, that's going to be pretty cool. So I'm going to call it there, guys. 2 hour stream, that's not too bad. So we've learned how to do walls. So we've used a plane. We used the ribbon cut to create the different bands. I think we did 3 cuts in total, and then we extruded the top and bottom to create this lip, and then we, I think, inset the faces, so we raised them out, and we added the depth to kind of, well, almost emboss the stonework, and then we added the chip damage to them, and then we applied the mirror modifier, which mirrored it on the y-axis. We had to apply the rotation first, and then hey dude, I'm literally just wrapping up the stream, dude. Oh man, you've tuned in right at the end. So yeah, basically, yeah, the mirror modifier has created 2 sides. We've got rid of the faces and some edges that the player isn't going to see, and in doing that, it's reduced the try count. And then we applied the mirror modifier, so it was destructive modeling, and then we joined that to the column, selecting the wall first, the column last, so that the pivot point is the center of the column, which means when we actually start to lay out the dungeon walls, that we can easily do that because the pivot point is the columns, and the columns literally will go plonk plonk plonk, kind of creating the dungeon. So I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. If I'm not too tired, I will do another stream tomorrow night, and we will do the door surround and the door opening, and possibly shading these walls, which I'm assuming will involve adding a material colour, more than likely. So really excited to do that. If you enjoyed the stream, feel free to give us a follow on Twitch. Don't forget to check out the panels below, guys. I've added in a super special one for my itch page. I've got 2 of the games I've created in my first year of university. So there's an idle clicker, and there is a Space Invaders Gothic style take on it, which is awesome. That was a group project. And yeah, I've got a YouTube channel with all the previous game dev streams for Unreal, Unity, and now Blender. Do I recording a video? Yeah, this is live stream, dude, but if you go on my YouTube channel below, you can see all of the previous game dev streams. I'm about to export this stream to that, so you'll be able to watch it back. But I will be back tomorrow night, so if you're about tomorrow, then I will be doing another stream which will cover the door surround and potentially shading these walls. So yeah, feel free to check it out. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next stream. Ciao, ciao.